Hello, this is Chuck, affectionately known as Dagger Dom by those people who see my stuff only online and have come to recognize my great and ineffable wisdom. Today we're going to talk about something a little different. We're going to talk about the end of consent. And at this point, of course, all the nervous Nellies and the Weissmanists will wave their hands in the air and run around screaming and yelling and making all kinds of a god-awful fuss. Well, too bad for them. Because you see, we've gotten rid of SAFE. No one really worries about that anymore. We never paid any attention to SANE anyway. That was just sort of like the safe and sane. Like, they used to talk about 4th of July that way. Poor fools. The big thing has always been consent. Okay, that makes a certain sense. I mean, you have people who worry about legal crap. Yeah, consent probably makes a difference to them. They don't want the image of going out in the street and grabbing people and flogging them. That's understandable. We don't drag people off the street and flog them. At least not physically. See, when you get into energy play, and that is what I'm talking about here, you can grab people off the street and flog them. You can give them the experience. And it doesn't matter whether they want it or not. In fact, the ones that don't want it, that's where it's really fun. We have the option here. And we have the option because we have the knowledge, we have the technology, we have the capacity. And there's not a goddamn thing anyone can do to stop us. I mean, can you imagine somebody calling the police and saying that they're being psychically flogged? This is how they end up in the nut file. In fact, if you really want to solve the problem of worrying about neighbors that might interfere with your physical pleasures, unlikely as that really is, you simply put it into their minds that this is happening. And let them call the police. In fact, you hope that they do, because what will happen is then when they call the police about something really going on, they'll say, yeah, it's the crazy lady who thinks the Martians are beating her in the bathroom. We don't have to worry about those things anymore. Isn't it wonderful? So when we do energy play, all of these things that people worry about and get weird about don't apply. We don't need consent. We don't have to concern ourselves with consent. There are no rules. There is no recourse. The world is our play space, and everyone in it is a potential play partner. And it doesn't matter whether they want to be or not. This is the benefit of energy play. Yes, it does not have the tactile sensation. You don't have the real body in front of you. But you can do things ever so much more powerful and interesting at any conceivable range. And if you know what you're doing, there is no way they can stop you. There is no defense they can put up that you cannot penetrate. all that does is it makes the game more interesting and more satisfying when they realize that they cannot defend themselves. So with energy play, we change the dynamic. We change the dynamic of the scene. We change the power relationship between us pervs and the rest of the world. This is Dagger Dom. Have a nice day.